Good evening and welcome to the WTVI studios. I'm Joey Popp, and in just a few minutes at this very Steinway piano, we will welcome the great Roger Williams. What he plays when he sits here is up to you, because tonight live on WTVI, Roger Williams will play your request when you make a pledge right here to Channel 42 WTVI. Roger Williams is the greatest selling pianist in the history of the world. You may remember hits like Born Free and Autumn Leaves. But tonight, the show is Roger here live playing your request and dedicating them to you. Roger Williams has recorded an astounding 115 albums, 18 of them gold and platinum. He has a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame and is the first and only artist to be inducted into the Steinway Hall of Fame. He has been named the pianist to the presidents, playing for 8 chief executives, beginning with Harry Truman. This June, Roger broke the world record for longest piano marathon by playing for more than 12 hours at the Ronald Reagan Presidential Library. So start calling in your $150 pledge now and request a song you want to hear. And if you know someone with a birthday soon, well, let us know, because Roger will play a special arrangement of Happy Birthday later in the show. You can be a part of that song too. Well, we're here tonight to support your favorite public television station. That's WTVI, right? And here to help us is our good friend. Please welcome the great Roger Williams. What a thrill. Wow. Your fans are here tonight.
I better be good.
You're going to be fabulous. You know, before we went on the air, I was telling you that I've been a fan of yours ever since I can recall.
Oh, you're not that old.
No, seriously, my folks have one of your albums, and I can remember Roger Williams. And I watched the show a little bit earlier tonight, and I understand you've celebrated a 75th birthday.
No, you're a little late, folks. I'll be 77 in 5 weeks from now.
Fantastic.
77. That old enough?
We are so honored here in Charlotte because we had Tony Bennett here Friday night, and he was celebrating his 75th birthday here in Charlotte performing.
I call him Junior.
You have a lot in common, don't you? You go way back. You're a real legend when it comes to piano and music in this country.
I am so grateful to the people of Charlotte. Honestly, you folks have been so good to me over the years. In fact, I'll be with the symphony next February again here. But I played here so many times, I think that I'm entitled to say, it's good to be home. Thank you.
Isn't that wonderful?
No, I mean it.
Roger, you're originally from Des Moines, Iowa.
That's right.
And you've been to Charlotte many times, you tell me.
Many times, many times. And boy, how this, hey, you guys better, I think you have every big bank in the country right here now, don't you? What a place this has been over the years. I remember when it was just, well, I remember a lot. Going back to the 50s and the 40s, this town has really come on.
Well, we're so thrilled to have you. Now, I'll have to ask you.
Yeah.
We know you as a pianist.
All right.
Do we know you as a boxer?
Well, you know, I was a champ in the Navy.
How about that?
But it was a funny thing. I'm very fast with my hands, but I never had that knockout punch. And anymore, if you don't knock them out in the first round, they're not interested in you. And so I won most of my bouts by decision. And people don't want to see you waltz around all night. So I really played the piano a lot better than I boxed.
You look to be in remarkable shape.
You know, I think my favorite saying is, take what you want out of life, but pay for it. And I still jog 5 days a week, 3 miles a day.
Wow.
And I hate every step except the last one. I really do. That's one thing. I've been very disciplined all my life, and that has paid off for me more than anything. But I do hate to jog, and I do. When I was a kid, my folks made me eat a lot of vegetables, and I used to have to sit at the table until I finished all the broccoli and all the celery and everything else, and I really hated vegetables. So to this day, I buy broccoli, celery, carrots, bean sprouts, and I grind them up every night in a juicer. I hold my nose, I drink it, then I don't have to fool with salads anymore.
That's the secret. I've got to ask you, back in 1955, you met Frank Sinatra.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
Well, he was quite a guy.
And this is when Autumn Leaves came out, right?
That's
Your
right.
first big hit?
Yes, he was kind of into that song. He loved it. And he told me, he said, young man, he said, you've got a future. And I've never forgotten that. In fact, I think one of the greatest things in my life was when he dedicated a number to me on TV, My Way.
Yes.
And that's really why I'm here tonight.
Wow.
I want to dedicate personally a song to you. And you know, in these days of collectibles, you don't know how long some of us guys are going to be around. We just lost Frank Patterson. I just lost one of my favorite pianists, believe it or not, Jack Lemmon. Some of you don't know what a great piano player he was, but every set he would bring a piano in, and when he wasn't actually doing the scenes, well, he'd sit there playing the piano, and he knew all the tunes. Wonderful man. And there are only a few of us left. We're really an endangered species. And in this day of collectibles, I'd like to dedicate a song especially to you that maybe someday you'd like to play back and you say, hey, that bum, he played my song for me, and kids, here he is. So if tonight you would like to hear a song, please call in, and I will personally dedicate it to you. And that's a little bit different, because so many of these shows where they say that they are, you know, doing all requests, what they're doing is they're playing things like, well, in my case, it'd be Autumn Leaves and Born Free, but I'll take any song that you bring in.
You've recorded many albums, so it's just not those two
that
we know you
and
with.
I know a lot of music, Joey.
Hey, let's go for it, Charlotte. And across the Piedmont, it's up to you. Roger Williams here in the studio. This is history for us. You know, shows like this, I don't think we have enough of.
Well, that's why I'm really here. I have two passions in life now, and at my age, I think it's probably the only passion left. But I really believe in PBS. It's one of the few, it's a candle in the wind. You know what I'm saying? And it can be blown out at any minute. Because in these days of sex and violence, and hey, I'm not against sex and violence, it has its place. But there is a place for us. And all these other stations with all their, all the car wrecks and everything else, it's so good to tune in and see a thing like PBS putting on good music. And this is the other thing I do, is I go play for the kids. I play for all the junior highs. I'm trying to convert them a little bit to some of the music history that they don't get now. It's all our fault. You know, parents come up to me all the time and they say, hey, Raj, that bum, you know, all he likes is rap and hip-hop. And I say, okay, what game did you take him to? Oh, I took him to the football game last week. How many concerts did you take him to? Well, and we don't expose our children to good music, and we don't give it to them in schools. It has been supplanted by math and science and all the technical things, and the heart is gone. And kids, they've gone back to the most basic music that there is, and that is a beat and a chant. That's Aboriginal music, and that's all they know because they haven't been exposed to anything else. And that is rap and hip-hop. So don't blame the kids, you parents. It's your fault. You've taken it out of the schools, and we're trying to get it back. That's a big passion with me, that and PBS, because, gee, you know, you mentioned Sinatra. I remember when he died, Joey, every network did a special on him. Before that, Frank couldn't get arrested on network TV. But PBS was playing Frank Sinatra for years, his specials, before he passed away. And that gave people a chance. And even if the kids are channel surfing and they go by our thing and they say, hey, look at that guy. If we even get him for a few minutes, boy, we've made some kind of impression. And that's really why I'm here. And I better shut up and take a few requests.
Hey, Roger, we have requests. The phones have been ringing, and
Good.
we're going to put you to work, sir.
All right. Ah, Carolina Moon. Now, why would you think I'd know that tune? And that's for Joan Glirup. Is that right, Joan? Now, look, if I don't pronounce your name right, just get mad at me, because I play great piano, but sometimes I mess up on these names. But, Joan, thank you for calling tonight. Thank you for pledging. We're here for the same thing, you and I. We want to keep PBS alive. And then Johann. Oh, that's like Bach. Johann Sebastian. Johann Lorman. Is that right? Lorman. Once born free. And Hoyt Weber. Well, by golly, I'll get it straight yet. As I say, I better shut up and play. So here is Carolina Moon, Born Free, and Phantom of the Opera. Let's see what happens. I can hardly wait to hear what does. Just like I said, I've got a lot of friends here in Charlotte. I didn't realize you'd all show up tonight, though. Thank you. Okay, what's new? Do we have some more requests? Have they come in yet? Or Joey? My pal Joey, where is he? There he is.
I'm right here.
All right.
You know, you have such expression when you play. Does that come natural, or are you thinking about this?
I memorize the words to every song that I play. I always wanted to be a singer. And believe me, if I started singing here tonight, why, we'd empty the place in about 10 seconds. So I play singing. I learn the words, and when a song says I love you, I really try and make it sound like that. And when it says I hate you, why, the tone gets a little tough. So I try and feel all the songs I play.
You can actually see that, Roger. I understand we have a studio audience member who has a request tonight. Who is this person? Lucy LeGrand, can you help me here?
Let's see, is there anyone here who has a special request? Okay, there we are.
Come right over here.
Okay.
We have Pat, right? Carol Sasser.
That's right.
Carol, come on over. Lucy?
Carol, how are you? Good. Are you enjoying Roger Williams?
Very much.
He's pretty amazing, isn't he? What would you like to hear?
Amazing Grace.
Amazing Grace, Roger?
Sure.
Okay.
My pleasure. Hey, now you guys are starting to call in. Thank you. Let's do it, shall we? Amazing Grace.
Inspirational music is such a large part of your repertoire. It's wonderful to hear that.
Thank you, Joey.
I have to ask you, you were quoted saying, I retired at the age of 5. Explain that. You remember saying that?
Yeah, I do, because people are always asking me at this age, when are you going to retire, Raj? And I said, people retire really to do what they, have always wanted to do and enjoy. The guys always say, oh, boy, I'm going to go fishing as soon as I get to be 65. I retired at the age of 5, doing what I like to do best. And I'm going to keep playing as long as I can wiggle these fingers in the right sequence. Believe me, Joey.
Fantastic. Roger Williams is going to be here for the next couple of hours, and it's your turn now to pledge, and he's going to play just for you. Gary DeSantis of WTVI, let's swing it over to your way.
All right, Joey, thank you. Now, if you're just tuning in tonight, you're saying, wow, what's all this excitement on WTVI tonight? Well, this is part of the August membership drive. We decided to give you a real treat tonight and kick it off with the incomparable Roger Williams. And Roger, Came here of his own time. They made time in the schedule, specifically come to Charlotte, specifically come to WTVI. You know, we talk about involvement. We've got, Roger has been gracious enough to be here throughout the entire evening tonight. So nestle into your chair, get comfortable, make sure the handheld phone is somewhere nearby, because we're going to show you how you can participate in the program tonight. The program is Roger Williams all night long by request. And we have a number of thank you gifts and premiums for your calls tonight, but specifically if you'd like to have Roger play one of your favorite songs, it is for a pledge of $150. That's how this works. You pledge at least $150, and Roger will play a song, your favorite song, tonight here on WTVI. Members are what make this station possible, and Roger is here tonight because enough of you involved yourself as members last year that we could do this. So we've got a full house tonight, lots of excitement. At the $250 level tonight, if you'll pledge at least $250, we'll send you the VHS of the program that you saw earlier this afternoon, Popp Goes the Ivories. And along with that video at $250, we'll send you 2 CDs. We'll send you Roger's Greatest Hits CD, which have songs on it like The Phantom of the Opera, The Impossible Dream, Autumn Leaves, Born Free. We also, the other CD you get is Softly As I Leave You, which is a tribute to the late Frank Sinatra. At the $150 level, again, call in the numbers tonight. At the $150 level, Roger will play your song, whatever the song that you would like to hear. Call that in at a pledge of $150, and we will play that. At the $120 level, we're going to send you the video of Popp Goes the Ivories, and we have a limited number of tickets at that $120 level where you can get tickets to see Roger perform with the Charlotte Symphony on February the 22nd. So make sure you let the operators know if you'd like the symphony tickets as well. And then at the $75 level, it's the Greatest Hits CD. But you know, we've got all these great thank you gifts. We've got our phone tonight. Our phone operators are the WTVI board. These are the ladies and gentlemen that help steer WTVI, that give of their time to make sure that we're serving this community as best we can. But it doesn't mean a thing if it doesn't have that ring. So we'd like the phones to call tonight. Call the number on the screen. If you're having problems getting through on the phones, you can pledge at the website as well, www.wtvi.org. Folks, Roger Williams, a legend, a great guy, a member of public television, is here tonight. Let's keep him busy. He said, hey, I'm here to work, but we can only put him to work if you call in with your request at the $150 level. Now, we've got some more information. Let's go over to Lucy LeGrand. Lucy.
Gary, thank you. Tonight, we are so fortunate to have Roger Williams live in the studio. We hope you at home are enjoying it as much as we are. We're so thrilled to have a live audience here. Y'all enjoying everything. It's wonderful. The music is great, but again, Roger Williams and WTVI can't come into your homes without your support. Call the number on your screen. If you have a special request, if there's someone in your family's having a birthday, we'd love to hear from you in the next hour. Again, remember, WTVI is your station. You make it happen. Every single dollar you contribute makes WTVI able to be in your home 365 days a year. Again, Roger Williams is so wonderful tonight. I hope that it's bringing back some memories and maybe have touched you and your loved ones. I know it has for me. Autumn Leaves, for example, and all the great songs that we've heard already with Born Free. It's such a treat to have him. Give us a call. Make your request. We want to hear from you tonight, WTVI. Again, our live audience is here joining us. We're thrilled to have y'all. Tell me, sir, what's your favorite Roger Williams song?
Autumn Leaves, of course.
All right, Autumn Leaves, a good choice. Again, please give us a call. We need your support. The number's on your screen. Gary? Oh, Joey, hey. You're back
Lucy,
with
you're
Roger.
doing a good job, too. Thank you so much. You know, another favorite song of mine is Laura's theme from Dr. Zhivago.
Oh, yes, as my son says, Dr. Chicago.
Love that. And tell us about the song that you recorded for your wife. Lucia?
Yes, that was an original, and I don't play my originals too often.
Well, I was going to ask you, are you a composer?
Yes, yeah, but I've never really had a hit record. And people are always saying, why don't you put more of your music in your albums? But people are nice enough to buy my albums, and I like to give them music that they know. So when you say Autumn Leaves and when you say Dr. Chicago, those are tunes that people know. I'll be glad to play Autumn Leaves if you want me to.
Let's go for it, shall we? Autumn Leaves, would you like to hear Autumn Leaves? WTVI studio audience? Roger Williams.
You mean I got to go to work?
You do.
All right.
ladies and gentlemen. We're going to let you take a break, but I'm going to put you on the spot. We just had a viewer call in and ask when you're coming back to Lincolnton. Lincolnton's just up the road.
By golly, I'll just give me a call. I'll be glad to be there.
There you go. There you go, Lincolnton.
Joey. Thanks, Lincolnton. Hey, now, look, Lincolnton, are you going to pledge? And I want to tell you guys something. The fact that you're watching this program in the midst of, in the midst of all the sex and violence on TV nowadays, tells me that you are a very special person. And I want to tell you something else. If you're watching all these free programs on WTVI and not helping to support this great station, well, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Well, why not? Well, you know, when I was a kid, my mother once told me, son, you think I don't notice when you're stealing all those cookies out of the cookie jar. But son, what happens when the cookie jar is empty and we don't have any more money to buy any more cookies? Well, PBS is a voice in the wilderness. We all know it's a candle in the wind that could be blown out anytime, and if we don't put a few cookies back in the jar, it will all end. Now, I'm asking you, will you help to keep this candle in the wind still blowing? There are only a few of you. There's only a few of us. Now, can I count on you? Can we count on you? I've always said, take what you want out of life, but pay for it. No, I'm not getting paid for this. I'm doing it because I believe. Do you?
Fantastic. Roger Williams.
Believe me, I mean it. That's why I'm here. PBS is really a candle in the wind, old buddy. And people just think, well, you know, let the other guy support it. And I understand, because every time we turn on TV anymore, somebody's always pitching something at us. Give us this, give us that, send in for this new exercise program or whatever. But PBS is really special, and I believe in it with all my heart. And if you tonight will contribute, I will dedicate a special song to you. And by golly, if you come in at the top level, I'll even call you up and thank you personally.
Hey, there you go. There you go, Charlotte and the Piedmont. We have a challenge. Roger Williams live in the studio tonight. Remember, for $150 pledge, you will have this personal dedication to you or your loved one. Keep in mind, in the second hour of our programming, we're going to have Roger play a birthday medley. So please, it's up to you. We're here, like Roger said, volunteering our time tonight. Roger, Gary DeSantis, it's over to you.
Okay, Joey, thanks very much. All right, Roger can take a little break. We want to, again, run down some of the great thank you gifts we've got tonight. Again, as Joey and as Roger have said, you can call in your request, your favorite song, hear it live tonight on WTVI. Pop a tape in your VCR so you can get Roger's dedication as well. But a pledge of $150, Roger will play and dedicate your favorite song. That's for a pledge of $150, and if you could put that pledge on a credit card, we would appreciate it. At the $120 level, we have a video of the program that ran just prior to our program tonight. Pop Goes the Ivories. That's the video of the program that you saw late this afternoon. That's for a pledge of $120. And also, at that $120 level, we do have a limited number of tickets to see Roger perform with the Charlotte Symphony on February the 22nd. So you let our phone operators know that that's what you'd like to do. At the $75 level, we have the CD Roger Williams collection, and of course it's got all of his marquee songs: Born Free, On a Clear Day, You Can See Forever, the September Song, Somewhere My Love, a lot of these songs at the $75 level. But again, we can't make these offers to you unless you call in tonight. The numbers to call are on the screen. Our phone operators tonight are the board of WTVI. When you call in, they're going to ask your name, your address, and the amount of your pledge. Again, at the $250 level tonight, you get the video of Pop Goes the Weasel. You get both Roger's CDs, Greatest Hits, and Softly As I Leave You. The Softly I Leave You is a tribute to the late Frank Sinatra. And you also get a request, the song of your request, to be played by Roger Williams. At the $200 level, you get the video and the 2 CDs. And again, at the $150 level, when you call in tonight, Roger Williams, who's here live and in our studios, will play your favorite song as well. The numbers to call are on the screen. Again, when you call in tonight, you're becoming the next member of WTVI. We are a member-supported station. Public television, of course, depends on the involvement, financial contributions of its members to make its programs possible. And as Roger said, he's come here tonight on his own dime. He's not being paid for this performance. He's here tonight because he believes in the mission of public television. And of course, he's here because he loves Charlotte. So the best applause we can show tonight is to have your calls tonight in celebration of Roger Williams. Lucy, or Joey, where are we going?
Hey, Gary, right over here. Hi, everybody. Keep in mind that in the second hour of our programming here live, Roger Williams right here in the WTVI studios, a birthday medley. You can call up right now, our board. You're not busy enough over there, are you? Peter Kilchrist, our district attorney, Marilyn Bowler from the Charlotte Hornets. Come on, they're here to help all of us tonight raise money because we're right beginning our fall pledge drive, and it's up to you. We've had fantastic years. have had a chance to be here volunteering my time and also have a chance to do some shows here on WTVI, Health-Wise in Charlotte tonight, along with Chris Clackham and Tira Servatius. And if it wasn't for you, the viewer, we certainly wouldn't be able to have the local programming here on WTVI. It's up to you in order to keep this wonderful program alive right here on your public television station, WTVI Channel 42, along with Final Edition and Jerry Hancock. Gary?
Okay, Joey. And again, as Joey said, all these great programs are made possible by your contribution, your dollars of support. Listen, think of this way. If you were going to see Roger Williams in concert, and you're watching him here tonight, but if you were going to go to Ovens Auditorium, the Charlotte Coliseum, or wherever, any of the venues in the Charlotte area, what would you pay to see Roger in concert? Well, tonight, you can make a contribution and at any level support WTVI with that contribution and enjoy the music of Roger Williams. If you pledge at least $150, we'll take your favorite song, we'll pass it on to Roger, and he will play that as well. But again, WTVI is a community station, 36 years strong now that the station has been serving the Lower Piedmont and the Charlotte region, and only because of your financial support. Roger Williams is here tonight because enough of you called in to make a contribution last year to enable us to do these kinds of things. And as being viewer supported, that means you make the call. Your dollars enable us to buy our programs. All the programs you see, the news, the documentary, the performance programs, all made possible by your pledges of support. But you know what? As the song goes, if it don't ring, it don't mean a thing. And our phones are really kind of silent right now. And maybe you're just so stumped. You're going, let's see, which Roger Williams song is it? Autumn Leaves? Maybe it's the theme from Dr. Shabbat. Maybe I can't decide. Maybe that's what it is. So whatever your favorite song, and Roger knows them all. There's not a song he doesn't know. So whatever you would like to hear, call in that pledge of $150, and he'll do a personal dedication as well. Joey, Lucy.
Over here. Gary, thank you. We know at home that you're enjoying Roger Williams, but if you are, you need to call the number on your screen. Now, for all of those folks out there who are a big fan of Blue Eyes, old Blue Eyes, well, Roger Williams himself is also a fan, and I hold in my hand a tribute to Frank Sinatra, Softly As I Leave You. This is a fabulous CD with some of Frank Sinatra's greatest hits, but also done by the wonderful and talented Roger Williams, who we are enjoying tonight. Some songs like The Way You Look Tonight and On a Clear Day, which is one of Roger Williams' very successful numbers. So please make a pledge for $200. You're going to receive 2 VHS copies of the Ivories concert with Roger Williams, and also 2 CDs of the tribute to Frank Sinatra. Now, if it's your birthday, your husband's birthday, your wife's birthday, of anybody in your family, we'd love to hear from you. Make a pledge, because on this other side of the program, we're going to do a birthday medley. So just call the number on your screen, make that special memory in your home, give the opportunity for Roger Williams to dedicate a special birthday medley to you. And remember, tonight, you can receive this fabulous Frank Sinatra tribute. Tony Bennett was in concert here Friday night in Charlotte, as we've mentioned. Did a fabulous job playing some of Roger Williams' greatest successes. So we'd love for you to share it at home. Again, if you're a fan of Old Blue Eyes, Frank Sinatra, we have this wonderful CD for you to take home tonight. Call the number on your screen. We need your support. Joey?
That's right, Lucy. He will personally dedicate a birthday medley if it's not your birthday, but you have a loved one, a spouse, a grandma, a dad coming up very shortly. Well, then Roger Williams is here tonight, and he will personally dedicate that birthday wish to your loved one. So please call the number on your screen to become a member of WTVI and get this special thank you gift of this medley. Keep in mind that your membership is good for 1 year. And if you renewed your membership last August, well, it's time to call us and renew that membership now. Some of you might have gotten some literature in the mail. I know I did this past week, and I put it in the mailbox yesterday. Today's Sunday, right? So please be sure and renew your membership. It's good for 1 year because you're all part of the family here at WTVI. Gary DeSantis.
Okay, Joey, thank you. The program you're watching tonight is By Request, featuring the legendary Roger Williams. We're live in the studios at your public television choice tonight. Again, this program is very different. The program is Roger Williams, and he is here live in the studio, and he is playing your requests. Anything that you would like to hear, from some of his signature songs to maybe some of your favorite songs, whatever they may be. Call in a pledge at the $150 level. Put it on a credit card if you can. We'd appreciate that. And Roger will do a dedication as well. But it's your dollars, more than just a request tonight. That $150 will allow us to continue to bring you programs like Nature and Nova and Antiques Roadshow and all the other great programs that you've come to expect here on WTVI. That's how this works. It is a community-owned station. It is viewer-supported, which means people just like you, your contributions enable us to buy the programs. None of the programs seen here come for free. We have to pay for them year in and year out, and that's where you come involved with your involvement as a member. Again, let's run through the thank you gifts tonight. At the 200, let's start at the 150 level. That's the basic one. At $150, you can call in your favorite song, and Roger Williams will personally play it. Pop a tape in your VCR, and you'll have a memento that you'll get many, many years of enjoyment at the $150 level. If you want to go to $200, we'll send you 2 of his CDs, The Greatest Hits and Softly As I Leave You, plus the video, Pop Goes the Ivories, plus you also get the request as well. Give them a request or song that you would like to hear, and we can do that. If you'd like to pledge a little lower at the $75 level, we'll send you the CD, The Greatest Hits. Really, what we're looking for tonight is just your involvement. Doesn't matter what the pledge level is. Let's just get our phones going. We certainly want to give Roger that warm Charlotte welcome tonight. He's here on his own dime. He's not being paid for this appearance. He's being here because of what public television represents, and what WTVI means to the Charlotte region as well. But you've got your part is going to the phone. I know, I bet you if we had a microphone in your house, I'm sure we could hear you all applauding, but the only way we're going to hear you applaud tonight is with your telephone calls. The rings of the telephone are the applause that we want to hear. So we certainly want to honor Roger Williams and his appearance here tonight, but we need your involvement. Call in now, call the numbers on the screen, make the request, again at the $150 level, name your song, and Roger will play it and personally dedicate it to you as well. Joey Popp.
Gary, you got a haircut last time I saw you. Hey, you're looking good. That's right. The investment that you put here into WTVI, I'm sure you see returned every night as a viewer right here on your community television station. So please pick up the phone, call us. As I said earlier, if you've gotten the literature in the mail this past week, just sign it. You can actually just sign your credit card number and mail it back in. It's just that easy. And please become a member of the family. If you are not already a member, we are accepting new membership tonight. Roger Williams, you know, I have a question for you. I have a question for you because one of our viewers just called and asked about Sebastian. Is Sebastian retired? And fill us in for those who are not familiar with Sebastian.
Well, Sebastian, actually, my first degree is in engineering, believe it or not. I was in the Navy, and they told me I had engineering skills, and so I have my first degree in engineering. As I say, a lot of people are alive because I didn't pursue it. And but I made this little piano, a little plastic piano, and he sat right here. And I call him Sebastian, a chip off the old Bach. And Sebastian would, hey, did you see Tinker Bell? Remember Tinker Bell?
Yes.
How Tinker Bell would light up? Well, Sebastian would light up here, and he was always telling me that he could play better than I did. And we'd have contests, and we'd play Bach together, and we'd do a lot of things together. Well, during the Nixon administration, why, the president asked me to come over to Constitution Hall and play, and Sebastian. So all the members of Congress were there that night. Boy, it was scary. I went out, and I brought Sebastian out. Oh, incidentally, Sebastian worked with an extra pedal on the piano. And every time I wanted him to talk, I'd push down the pedal, and he'd flash and say, I can play anything better than you can. So I came out, and I said, Sebastian, how are you tonight? Sebastian, aren't you going to say hello to the people? And all of a sudden, smoke comes out of the bench. I had all the stuff in the bench that made Sebastian work. The Secret Service runs out on the stage, They thought a bomb had been planted. And I retired the little Sir Bastard that night. And I've never
Great
used
story.
him since.
Great story. Thank you, Roger, for sharing that with us. Isn't it amazing what the viewers will remember? What the viewers will remember and what they want to know about Roger Williams.
Well, that's amazing because I haven't used Sebastian, I bet, for 30 years now. And the fact that somebody would, gee, I wish they were here, we could wheel them in.
I have to ask you, Tony Bennett also recorded Autumn Leaves, correct?
Yes,
Did you ever work with Tony?
Yes, I've worked with Tony on a bunch of TV shows, but never on concert, no.
Is that right?
Yeah, Oh, he's wonderful, and he's got a great pianist, Ralph Sharon.
And he's been with Tony for many years,
Oh,
hasn't he?
forever, forever. Ralph's almost as old as I am, and they've been together. You know, that's the great thing about relationships in this business. When you have somebody that really cares and really works for you, why, you stay with them. Like Rob Wilcox back there, he's been with me for years and years and years, and he kicks me in the behind whenever I don't do something right. Boy, we got some more requests, don't we?
We do. Francis Heiss wants to hear Exodus.
All right. I think I can play that right after Whiteicus. And Betty Hulbert wants Memory from Cats. Okay, I can play that.
I think you're familiar with that one.
And Frank Darlington wants a number for his wife, Ivy, More. Yeah, I guess every husband wants a little more from his wife. Oh, gee, Frank. Well, Ivy, this is just especially for you, honey, from Frank. Frank wants more. So, and for Francis, Exodus, and Betty Hulbert, Memory from Cats. Oh, yeah, and what do we got down here? Bob and Betty Nicolay. All right, Bob and Betty Nicolay. Now, have you guys got your VCRs on? Now, be sure to turn them on, because this is playing for you. And who knows, someday when everybody's doing collectibles, this might be worth something. So let's just see. They wanted I Left My Heart in San Francisco. And that's what Ivy said to Frank. These are great people. And thank you so much for calling in. And let's see what happens. So we'll be playing Exodus, Memory, More, Left My Heart in San Francisco. We got some Tony Bennett fans here, I can tell.
Roger Williams. Fantastic. You've also been quoted saying that you're addicted to show tunes.
I'm just addicted to music.
Yes, I think you are.
I love show tunes. As long as the thing is performed well. I even like country western if it's performed well.
Do you perform country western?
Yeah, I made a country album a while ago.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love it. It's just a lot of fun. I just like to play the piano. I don't care what it is. This piano is so out of tune in places, I can't believe it. But by golly, we're doing the best we can with it tonight.
You sound great. You
well,
really do.
Thank you, friend.
As I was expressing to you earlier, that you show such expression when you play your music.
Well, thank you.
That does come natural to you, doesn't it?
Well, I suppose if I could really see myself, I would get a little scared. But I get carried away with what I'm doing, and I really get into playing. I guess I do have some funny expressions from time to time, but I don't really notice that.
It's wonderful expressions.
Come
it's your
on,
passion.
Joey.
It's your passion.
Joey,
You look.
You're prejudiced. Thank you. I love you.
I'm a real fan of yours, Roger
Thank you,
Williams.
sir.
Thank you.
Hey, with those hands, I could really play. You know, I have very small hands. Look at there.
Huh.
See? Look how you... Yeah, here we go. Rachmaninoff, the great pianist, could stretch a 13th. And that's a long ways. That's from C to G. Now, in the left hand, I can stretch a 10th, but that's about it.
I was going to say, that's never handicapped you, has it?
No, it hasn't. But Rachmaninoff has ruined more pianists. He really has. There's a place in Boston that does nothing but treat pianists who have been playing Rachmaninoff. You want to hear some Rachmaninoff? I'll show you what it's like.
Go for it.
Should I?
Go for it.
There's so many things that he wrote. Let's just stretch out and see what happens. I'm really going to give this piano a workout tonight. By golly, it's either it or me.
Go for it.
It's
Roger
going to be
Williams.
me. Yellowbird, and the staff, let's see, the staff here wanted to hear New York, New York. Yeah, okay, let's see if we can do Rachmaninoff and New York, New York.
Roger. We are so excited about this birthday medley. Fill us in on exactly what you've
come on, no, I don't
volunteered to do here.
I don't have anything. I just said I'd play anything. I'll play the anniversary song. I'll play Happy Birthday. I'll play anything people want to hear.
And we're going to be doing this special birthday medley coming up in the second hour, and you have time to call the number on your screen, dedicate a special birthday to a loved one. Could be your birthday, and Roger will personally dedicate that to you coming up. We're going to let you take a short break, and then we're going to hear so many wonderful more songs coming up a little bit later. We've just had a call come in from Hickory. I have a fabulous story to share with you.
Hey, that's great.
Yeah, and I'm going to save that.
All right.
Okay? You're going to love hearing this.
There goes the phone again.
There they go.
Now, come on, you guys. Call in.
There you go. We're going to go over to Gary DeSantis now. Gary?